My front porch. Hello.
We did a little backwards, but that's okay. Hello, but not from my front porch, from my parents' front porch. This is my mom and my dad.
Hi there.
Izzy, I got to get you in there. You got to scoot back over here so we can get to see you.
Oh. Ouch, I got a sliver.
Oh, careful. Yeah, slivers on the backside here are going to hurt. Okay, so I'm here with my mom and dad because it's Mother's Day. And I'm here on their front porch. This actually was my front porch back when I was living here. Well, not this exact front porch. This little front porch steps was built by my friend Pat King for my folks here because the other ones were a little bit older.
20 years.
After, they were getting a little. But we're sitting here, we're talking about, because it's Mother's Day, I thought we'd talk about some mother stuff. And so we were just kind of reminiscing some stories. And my mom was reminiscing about towards the end of my grandmother's life, when she was living in the nursing home thing here. What was the stuff you said you guys used to do, or that she used to like to do?
Watched Wheel of Fortune and played bingo and would sit and talk, and I'd rub her legs and lotion and put her socks on.
And you definitely follow in your mom's footsteps, because who else plays bingo?
Me.
Yeah. Didn't mean for that question to be so tough.
But I haven't been down there for a while.
Yeah, well, that's because they won't let her, because she wins all the time. They want some other people to win, so they told her to stay away. That's good. So,
You're right.
She cheats a lot.
Can't cheat in that.
She's the maverick of bingo here. That's So Dad, we were talking about with your mom about how I was remembering how they used to have these little discussions where my grandma would try to convince him that he knew people that he didn't know. And they would have these really funny conversations. I thought they were funny. He was very annoyed. but I thought they were funny, because she would be like, Zine, so-and-so. And he'd say, no, I don't know so-and-so. Yeah, you sure you do? It was this person. No, it's not. No. And they would go back and forth. And finally, he'd emphatically say, Mom, I do not know this person. And Dad says he's convinced to this day that she was mistaken from the beginning, that she was actually thinking of her younger brother instead of him.
Yeah, I wasn't around 80 years ago when she was talking about that.
So we talked about, but we were also talking about with your mom, about what a great cook she was.
Yep.
She was fantastic, that she was able to create. I joke about, I say that her cupboards could be bare and she could come up with a magnificent meal. That may be a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much. And Thanksgivings out there were fantastic, because the dining room table was literally packed
pumpkin pies
with food.
and table sauce.
And it wasn't just all stuff that the family all brought. Though people, I'm sure you brought stuff, but most of it was stuff that Grandma actually worked and made. So and my mom, she picked up a whole lot of traits from my grandmother, but that was not one of them. And it didn't go to me either. So I don't know where all those skills went. But
I don't bake pies.
So any other memories you guys have about your moms?
Well,
She was always jolly, and everybody loved her so, and she was always talking and just warm to everybody and said hi to them. And
so that's where you get it from. Yeah. Do you have another one? Do you have anything?
well, my mother was a little old short, chunky German gal. That's why she cooked so much. She just loved to cook and keep house. Man, she kept a spick and span, and that didn't go very far either. Anyway, but they say you marry your mother. Well, I guess I made a mistake.
No.
Anyway,
She's short and chunky.
Yeah.
I am now.
And she was a darn good cook, and like I say, she hard working. She worked so hard. And
but that era, they all did.
Yeah, they grew up on, or they had a farm, you see, all the time, and like that. But she, what was I gonna say? She just kept going till she was about 92, wasn't she? Well, she drove up until.
And she lived on her own.
Yeah,
most of that time.
Yeah, the last 20 years after my dad died, well, yeah, she was on her own, and so there, and she could balance her checkbook right to the cent. I never have been able to do that. But she could do, boy, she knew where everything, she was a smart, and she had all her own teeth.
Uh-huh.
They was good teeth, yeah.
She broke that wrist, and
Yeah, tell them.
she broke that wrist when she was climbing up the ladder and had broken 2 different places and put some ointment on it and never went to the doctor.
She just kept wrapping it up in a warm cloth, she said, and kept putting some old Watkins liniment and stuff on it.
Huh?
She went to the doctors and they said they couldn't do anything about it now.
Yeah, they x-rayed her. She said, well, yeah, her arm bothered a little bit, and he said, oh, we got to get that x-rayed. She told him what happened. The x-ray said, nothing we can do about it now. It's growed back together fine. You just have to use it that way. And she said, oh, good, because I was getting tired of this bandage stuff on here.
So she was just happy she was able to take the bandage stuff
Yeah.
off now.
She never let us know she did that, did you? Until we discovered it.
So then now my mom, because it's Mother's Day, so my mom, I have, it's funny that you described your mom as being, so joyful and, friendly and stuff, because that's what I always think of my mom. My mom worked as a nurse's aide in a nursing home for 41 years. And it's more than that.
No, just 41.
Here in Carroll.
here,
but you started doing it in
4 years in Jefferson.
Yeah. But that's what she did her whole life. And when I was growing up, I used to go up and hang out. Sometimes I'd go up and visit her at the nursing home, and she would introduce me to all these people there. And what was really amazing was I as a young kid, I thought my mom took care of all of those people, all single-handedly, because they all knew her. She'd be walking down the hall, and no matter who they were, they'd be calling, "Hey, Dorothy, Dorothy," and she would walk, and every single one of them, she knew them by name. She knew them like a friend, like an individual person. They weren't just a patient there, and it was really. I just remember still being in awe that my mom knew everybody that was there, or at least she acted like she knew everybody that was there. She fooled them and myself into thinking that. But so she was always my mom. She's really great. She's sweet. Now. We all joke about George Burden and Gracie Allen. We all joke that mom is like the real life Gracie Allen. That sometimes she's funny in ways that she didn't intend to be funny.
You're right. She's good, Dorothy.
Yeah. But she's so wonderfully, and everybody, anybody that knows her or comes in contact with her, they say the stuff about her that she just said about her mom. So it's like I feel like I'm, if I just repeat it all, I'm going to be like copying everything that you said. But that's a good thing, because if you're going to take after your parent, it's a good thing she's taken after her mom with all those wonderful, great qualities. Mm-hmm. Granted, the whole cooking thing that kind of slipped out the window, but everything else we got.
I can cook so fairly, so not fancy, but just plain.
But it's a gorgeous day out here today, isn't it?
Very gorgeous.
88 degrees. It set down the bank when we come home.
Yeah. We just came from eating Chinese again at the Chinese place where I first ate at last year for Father's Day with him, and now we just came back from there with enjoying some Mother's Day with you and some of your church friends. Mm-hmm. And actually, church friends, and I should have maybe we should have filmed this there, because a couple of church friends, they're also watching these shows.
Yeah.
these video things. So we should give them a shout out. Say hi to them, because they're watching you.
Hi,
Well, I meant their names. So they're
Marcy and Steve and Georgia.
See. So now you've got the shout out, all you folks who are watching it, because now we know you're watching, and so now yeah. So while I'm in town, I'm also gonna swing out by the cemetery and say hi to Victoria. Well, she's out here too, and I hear a train coming.
And it'll get
It's
loud.
rolling down the bend.
You can hear it all the time.
Yeah, I love Folsom Prison Blues, the song. So that's the beginning.
Good old
I
Union-
hear a train
Union
coming.
Pacific coal train going through.
All right, well, we're gonna stop jabbering so that we can enjoy time. I can enjoy time with my folks here now. But this is just checking in to say Happy Mother's Day on behalf of my mom and their moms and all you moms. What was the? I just drew a blank. What was the guy's name at lunch today? What?
Steve.
Steve pointed out that even guys can celebrate Mother's Day, because, as Steve put it, people call him a mother all the time.
And if it wasn't for us guys, there wouldn't be no mothers.
See, there you have it, the wisdom of men on Mother's Day. There you go. All right, so with that, I'm going to let you go, not from my front porch, but from my mom's front porch. So I'll let you guys say goodbye from your front porch.
Goodbye.
Bye, y'all.